I don't think that cat girls are furries.
Anyway, welcome guys to another episode of the Steak and Eggs podcast. This week we're joined by JimmyHere.
Howdy,
Good
hello.
friend of a lot of us here on the podcast,
Jimmy is
Austin
here.
resident.
I am here. I'm in the building.
Oh my god, and that's funny.
Don't touch me.
Oh, shit.
I'm just kidding. I love you.
If I laugh, do I have to leave the couch?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Oh fuck no.
Yeah, all right. Episode's over, guys. That's it.
Oh shit.
It was good while it lasted.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Jimmy, you almost shot my eye out.
I did.
That was a really good shot, too, by the way.
It's honestly probably one of my favorite 4th of Julys ever.
Yep.
That was really good.
It was almost one of my least favorite, but that's okay. It was
Well,
really fun.
I'm the one that got hit. So,
Oh, you got hit?
You're right.
yeah, we dueled. I missed my shots.
Yeah.
He juked, and I got hit on my leg. But I survived.
I aim for the leg, right? I try to be a nice guy.
I appreciate that. Honestly, I accidentally went straight for your head. That was my bad.
You know, it's an accident, right, guys? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I was supposed to be there, but I chose to play League of Legends instead.
That's weird. On 4th of July,
really weird.
Fireworks or League, bro?
I know.
Oh god,
man,
me
I
and
had a
Techie
problem.
duoed earlier last week when
It was great.
I had a league sponsor and we lost every game.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then
Maybe because his MMR is so high because he was in Challenger.
that's true.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Or
That's
because he's
right.
been playing with me lately, and I've been carrying his ass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, so all y'all play League.
Yeah.
Wow, that
We've
sucks.
actually been playing every night, actually.
We have, yeah. Just ARAMs, Summoner's Rift. We're
It's
in it.
good.
Yeah, I've played since season 1.
It's
Can't believe you never tried it.
I have never tried League. I played Heroes of the Storm very temporarily. I hit rank 1 in Heroes of the Storm, and then I had some guy playing a stealth character that tried to solo the enemy Nexus, and I told him to stop. He spammed me with the N-word, and I stopped playing.
Well, it was
There you
rank
go.
1 out of like 17 people.
Say what?
Nothing.
Oh, 17 people played the game?
Yeah.
That's probably an overstatement.
Do you think League is inevitable for you?
I think maybe one day I would play it for content. I
Yeah.
mean, like, I don't know any game that I simply refuse to play for any reason. Like, I would play League. I would try it out, sure. But it's just that I tried it one time because, so I had an ex-girlfriend and I would sit behind her and I would be like, you messed up. Oh, well, you missed. Oh, so you died there. Wow. Yeah, you should
your
have turned
screen's
around
gray
earlier.
again. What happened?
Yeah, exactly. And so finally she was like, okay, fine. Fuck you. Sit here. You're going to play. You're going to play today, right now. And I'm like, I don't want to. She's like, no, it's too bad. You're going to play right now. And I said, okay, fine. I'll play. I went 0 and 18.
There you go.
And she was genuinely like, I could tell at the end of it, she was worried because she thought her account was going to get banned for throwing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can happen.
happen. Easily.
Yeah, apparently. And I was like, I don't know. I thought I was doing pretty well, but
Yeah.
with
Remember
this
which
scoreboard-
champion you played?
No idea. No clue.
For content, I don't think League is like that good for stream content, but you miss out on a lot of League drama for sure.
Oh, really?
I was just telling them,
Yeah.
well, this isn't really drama, but I get a lot of League Twitter drama recommended to me just from like who I follow.
Is
from
it
being a
really
League streamer.
Twitter drama? Like every time I hear about League Twitter drama,
It's
this
always-
is like
it's
something that
always
should land
stupid.
somebody in jail.
It's always stupid or jail. But like I
Yeah.
saw this, I was telling them about this. This one's just stupid. I saw this screenshot of this guy in Champ Select and like he was being like kind of an incel. But like
Was
this
it Dante?
one no, it was not Dante's. But he was saying all this stuff, and this one thing he said I'm gonna remember forever. He said like all y'all hoes are the same, like ARAM, all random and all mid.
Oh my God,
That's sick.
It's a
It's
really
just
good line.
Yeah, I mean,
that's awesome.
League players are good at insults.
Well, you have to be, right? Because like you
Yeah.
can't. The thing is that don't they have like this little thing where if you get in trouble, they have like a tribunal that like dictates whether you.
No,
you
that
get
that used to be a
used to.
thing,
They're
but not
used
anymore.
to CEO the tribunal.
Yeah,
they used to
really?
say.
Yeah.
it didn't
Yeah.
work because if you were funny, you'd get unbanned even if you were toxic.
Yeah.
I used to go on and do the tribunal and be like, yeah, that guy was toxic. Get him out of
Really?
here. Yeah, it was kind
Did
of
you
cool.
actually
Never
take
once.
it seriously, or were you just fire and brimstone, punish everybody?
There's a little leeway here
Yeah,
and there,
fuck 'em.
but
Is that silly string on your sock, Tectone?
Oh, so it is. It's some type of party thing.
Are those little party poppers?
Yeah. But for League, me personally, you have to be really good at wordplay
Yeah.
because you got to find different ways to tell people to kill themselves without
Yeah.
saying it.
Yeah.
Like this other guy, I think we were in a game together where he said you should take a bullet and expand your skull with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw one recently in one of my games that was like go 0-1 IRL.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
oh my God.
See that?
I think I saw one where some guy was like, I hope your mom goes sky.
Goes what?
Sky. Like,
Uh-huh.
farewell, mom.
Jesus.
Yeah. Just the simplest form.
People have like such weird ways of saying stuff to try to get around it. I wonder like why you do that, because like, do they think that if somebody reviews this, they're going to be like, oh yeah, that's totally
most
fine.
bands aren't reviewed by people anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what else hasn't been reviewed by people, Jimmy? I forgot to really just tell everybody who you are. You cool if I do? Oh, fuck, my bad. You cool if I give you a quick introduction?
By all means.
Dude, JimmyHere, the original guy. You guys might know him from a classic. Is this fine?
Yeah.
You sure?
It's inevitable.
It sucks because I hate when people go like, oh, it's the Genshin guy. But you cool if
Well, it's 2 days early.
It is. You gotta know where your roots. You gotta be okay with it, in my opinion.
And Jimmy's roots, in case you don't know, this shit blew my fucking mind, by the way.
Well, when you learned who I was?
Yes, I had no. I thought you were just a cool guy.
Well, you were wrong there too. So
Well, I knew that because I met you in 2016.
long time at Anime Expo.
Wait,
Oh,
how
what?
long have you guys known him?
About the same.
I've known him for like what, like
I
a
met
month?
him at Anime Expo 2016.
We've known each other. Well, yeah, Techie, you and I met like, when did we first start hanging out?
Immediately.
Well, but when? Timeline.
Oh shit, I don't know.
It had to have been like at least like half a year
Yeah,
ago.
probably like half a year. That makes sense.
But yeah, I met
thought you guys knew
Emmy.
each other for a long time
Well,
for some reason.
okay, so there's a difference. So it's when you know someone as in like, oh yeah, I bumped into a con like 4 years ago, versus like, oh yeah, I met you and then we hang out.
No,
all
I
the
get
time.
what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I thought you had met each other a long time ago
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah. Well, in the 6 months, we've shared a lot of stuff. We've shared a kiss.
We have.
Multiple, actually.
We've slammed it on the beer pong table.
Yeah, dude, me and him at parties at beer pong go fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It's bad.
I've seen.
Anyways.
I convinced him to literally jump on the table. It was great.
Yeah.
Well, so you were the one that is that the?
Oh, I incited that.
So you made that happen.
I was rubbing my hands
That's good.
together, waiting for it to happen. It was
Yeah.
great.
Yep. It's good. Jimmy says do this dumb shit, and I'm like, hey man, fuck it.
It's a good combo.
You wanna give him the thing? You wanna say the thing for him?
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
That's crazy.
That's pretty much the same as the video. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, I
Perfect.
can get it, more spot on if I really try, but
Oh,
it's been a little while.
Yeah,
2016.
So do you have people that like will come in? Is there anybody that like ever goes and be like, man, I missed the old Jimmy, the Wednesday
I hope
Jimmy.
not.
Really?
I had no idea. I mean, to be fair, I barely know what I'm doing now.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
back then it was like a whole different me. I was, I thought I was like a character, which in
Yeah.
reality I was being one when I had the goggles on. So I was way different than I am now, especially on cam. And when I look back, it's nothing but cringe to me.
Oh, of
some people
course.
are probably nostalgic too. Well,
Yeah.
the Wednesday one is fine because that one is like special. But like some of my other stuff, if you gone back and looked at some of my like other vines that I made,
Yeah.
or even any of my YouTube content in like 2017, maybe early 2018, I was still just forcing skits out that I wasn't very good at, and they weren't very clever. And so I look back and I just grit my teeth sometimes because
Well, what made you want to change?
a little bit of failure,
Yeah.
a little bit of kind of just being over it. I also started to kind of resent putting the goggles on and everything because I'm not
What the
gonna lie,
fuck?
those things hurt.
Yeah, I know.
I would go to Anime Expo and things like that, and I'd wear the goggles for like 6 to 8 hours at a time, and they chafe. Especially when you've got long hair and you put it back. Like, I did it for the craft. I did it for the people, and it was fun times. But you couldn't catch me doing that again.
Fuck that. Yeah, that's awful.
A little more self-respect these
like
days.
pop your eyes out of your head.
Yeah, it was
God.
not. I mean, it was fun, and a lot of people got a really good kick out of it, and that's mostly why I did it. Other than filming a little bit of content here and there, but it was different times for sure.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
I'm back from the future. The Glorgons. They tried to stop me from time jumping, but I gave them the runaround, and I only have time to tell you this one thing. Cash App, our sponsor, is the financial app of the future. Here's something I said in the past, but I was from the future. So really what I'm saying is you're about to see this from the present. The future is all about e-banking. With our sponsor, Cash App. Remember that? Of course you don't, because you just witnessed a clairvoyant vision from the future. If that's too complicated for you, don't worry, because I've got something simple for you to understand. Cash App is a well-crafted work of art, a free app on the App Store and Google Play that can be downloaded to help you control your finances just like I control time. Don't be like the production assistant here, Jay, who has not downloaded Cash App. If my sources are correct, he's the one who's sending the Glorgons after me. He is not to be trusted. Steak and Eggs is sponsored by the awesome people over at Cash App. So if you care about this beautiful podcast and planet, show them some love and check out Cash App today. Future.
You've also, like, you look way better now. Like, you look good, brother.
Yeah, I've been working a little bit on my fitness, working a little bit. I mean, my hair is like, I don't know, this thing
it's pretty fucking nuts.
It just keeps getting longer. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I guess that's how hair works.
You're just going to let it keep growing? You're going to cut it at some point?
That's a good question. I kind of do want to cut it for like a big milestone video or something. I've donated my hair before and I want to donate it again, but I just don't know when. And I kind of want it to be in some kind of transformational period in my life. Maybe if I'm moving from one thing to the other, maybe I've joked around with my chat doing like, you know, some kind of John Wick haircut or something like that. Something that's still got some length, but it's not this. So
I've actually never told you about this, but I actually have like crazy beef with like You Laugh, You Losers.
Really? Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it? Just You Laugh, You Losers, or is it React content in general?
No, just You Laugh, You Losers.
Why?
Well, he does React content.
Better not be React content.
Yeah.
Because it's bullshit, bro.
How?
Because like, I don't know. Like, I'd rather just watch you just laugh when you want to laugh. Like, why would I want the person watching it to just like
people
not
play
laugh?
along.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't that kind of makes like not fun?
Well, you have to.
Not
like
everyone's
Blue's
going to like
Clues.
what you like.
I know.
A lot of people like to try to not laugh. It's a good challenge.
Yeah.
There's funny memes out there.
But have you ever? I feel like there's got to be a way to like, because like my favorite part is when you laugh.
Okay, just skip to the end, bro.
That's not good for ad. You know what's crazy? Straight up what I do.
It's kind of wild, bro.
I watch for like 5 minutes. Just obviously.
Sometimes I laugh at some like debatably unfunny things just because at like 2 hours in, I'm just broken.
Oh yeah,
like,
100%.
My brain's fried. I've been trying not to laugh forever, and some wacky thing comes out from left field, and I'm just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I explode.
I feel like there's
So
got
it
to be a
takes
way.
2 hours sometimes?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, I've had like a 3.5 hour You Laugh, You Lose once. But that was like my big episode where I'm like, you know, every time I laugh, I'm giving away like $1,000 or something.
Yeah.
So I just, you know, extend the content as far as I can go.
You are a top tier You Laugh, You Loser though. Because other people, and this is why they have the problem with You Laugh, You Lose, right? It's beef. It goes on for years.
Yeah.
Is that a lot of people do it just so that way they can just be lazy and not fucking react and not do anything. But what you do
That's
is
fair. Yeah.
you do the shit where you like, oh, right?
I
you're
like to
about
think I put a bit more into it. Not than everyone, obviously, but maybe for the people that do the bare minimum, I think I put a lot into my Laugh You Lose.
Well,
You know,
he still reacts. He's just trying not to laugh at the same time.
I know. I'm just saying,
There's
like,
still commentary.
part of my
and shit, right?
process is I will never.
wait, what are you talking about? A process?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Like, I have a creative process. Part of my thing is like I will not have a video clip like play in the YouTube video once it's done on stream if I haven't had a good either reaction or I haven't said something that is additive. I won't just ever like hold my face and then just let the next video play.
Yeah, like a good
That's
You
good
Laugh,
shit,
You
dude.
Loser
Yeah.
is still a reactor. They're just also trying not to laugh.
Yeah, because I mean, some people have taken the approach, and not that it's wrong, but some people have literally just sat there, tried not to laugh, and barely said a word, and then just let the next thing play.
Yeah, there's a high skill cap with it. It's like people have a problem with React content for like certain channels who just like, they just let the clip play and they go.
Yeah.
And then you have other guys who take an 8-minute video and turn it into a 55-minute video.
That's right. Yeah.
There's different tiers.
That's the right way of doing it. It
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, I mean, I've always explained the You Laugh You Lose series, like, for mine, is like, it's a meme compilation with my personality sprinkled on top.
Yeah.
And a little bit of trying not to laugh.
I would say you would go down in history as the greatest You Laugh, You Loser of all time.
So what about upping the
Yeah.
ante of You Laugh, You Lose? Because there's like obviously You Laugh, You Lose, and then You Laugh, You donate $1,000, stuff like that. Have you ever seen somebody take it too far?
Too far.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I've done stuff personally where I've like shaved off my mustache
Okay.
when I've laughed. If I do end up cutting my hair, I'll do, if I laugh, I cut all my hair off kind of thing. I don't think I've seen like a crazy out-of-pocket one. I know
Something
that,
that's like just dangerous.
yeah, I mean, I think one of my buddies was talking about doing like a You Laugh, you have to like jump out of a plane or something.
What the
God.
fuck?
That's
With
not
a
fun.
parachute, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, with the
that's-
parachute.
But like, you know, high stakes. Like
Yeah.
basically
Skydiving.
decide beforehand,
That's what I
okay,
mean.
one of us
Yeah.
is going to go skydiving and be like, all right, let's just include it until you laugh, you lose. Basically,
Yeah.
you can do anything like that, but
You know what'd be
I've
crazy?
never seen anything that's been like awful or
This is too far.
detrimental or
No.
like someone loses a limb.
Dude, you go straight up. This sounds fucking awesome. Because we had another crazy idea where we do the you laugh, you lose in the movie theater. And I don't know
Yep.
why that hasn't happened yet.
It's
But that would be cool as shit, wouldn't
we'll
it?
figure it out.
Yeah. Dude, you go underwater in a shark tank. And then every single time you laugh, you release another shark into the fucking tank.
What the fuck?
Imagine that. Would that not be crazy?
All right, you first though. Okay, you first because
That would be so
I don't
cool.
like deep water.
Okay, well then you put one of your buddies in there. And every time you laugh, another shark gets released into the tank.
Oh, I'll just keep laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome, dude.
This is hilarious. I love this.
Jesus.
Ooh, how am I so weak today? Whoops. Oh no, but yeah, I just did episode 169, which was a
Nice.
big milestone. Everyone was asking me to do a milking stream.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's right.
Didn't know what that meant for a
What?
long time, but then I kind of behind the scenes formulated everything and made
Yeah.
the milking stream. And we did a music video. I had Urban Rescue Ranch come out and we milked his prairie dog and did this whole thing.
His prairie dog?
Yes, Big Ounce is his prairie dog's name. We didn't
What?
actually milk him, just to let everyone know.
Oh, I thought it was
I'm
big
really
ounce was how much you
confused.
got.
Oh, well, a little more than that. And it,
Yeah.
it was it ended up all on my face and everything, but it was fun and we did that. But I love doing You Laugh, You Loses because I love memes
Mhm.
and I love making people smile or laugh or whatever. So it's
Yeah.
just the perfect combo for me.
What's like your weakness? Like a lot of people, their
Ooh.
weakness, like for example, Ludwig's weakness for you laugh, you lose is farting. Right?
I
Those
like
kill him.
farts. That I don't usually lose to farts. I think I've lost to farts before, but I think goofy sound effects get me like a classic like boing sound effect placed perfectly is really good.
Yeah.
Also stuff that just takes you off guard. People like getting mildly hurt, like someone just like falling over. Like,
Yeah.
you saw the one with like the mascot? I
Yeah,
think
of
you were
course.
telling me
Yeah,
about. Yeah, this like a basketball game mascot with like, the big inflatable costumes that
Oh,
run
yeah.
around the court. The camera pans over to him and he just, right when he gets into frame, just collapses like fast and hits and slams in the floor. And that one got me, I think, last episode. But
Which I thought he
stuff like
faked.
that.
I'm pretty much the same. Like basically the dumber it is, the more like stupid. Like if this is funny to like an 8th grader, I might laugh at it. But if it's funny to a 4th grader, I'll definitely laugh at it. Yeah.
Yeah, fart jokes are funny and anything that really takes me off guard, I think.
Mhm.
Has anybody ever gotten mad at you for like being like, you faked that laugh? You
Oh,
wanted to leave.
yeah.
Every time I laugh, no matter what clip it is, my chat is just conditioned to spam weak.
Yeah.
They call me weak. I could be live for 5 hours, and
Yeah.
when I laugh, bro, you are weak.
They don't
Meanwhile,
spam question
these guys are
marks?
watching the stream laughing like 6 times. Like,
Mhm.
oh, I lost. And I'm like, you guys lost to this? And then I lose to the funny one at the end. You guys are calling me
Yeah.
weak. It's just, it is what it is. I don't think I've ever had anyone get legitimately mad, but there are definitely some people that are like, I would have never laughed at that. Like,
Mhm.
there's no
Let me
way.
tell you why. I
He
would
must-
be better at this.
He must be fake.
So stupid.
He could
dude.
never have laughed at that.
Oh yeah, people have told me before that I pre-watch my videos and then do I really have time for this shit? Like, are you kidding me? This is like an hour-long video. You think I watched this ahead of time? There's no way.
Yeah.
Like I haven't been
I get that
awake
as
for
well.
an hour.
What would even be the point of that? Like they think you like researched it
so I can
before?
have like better commentary on it. So it's like, what's your worst case scenario here? That I tried to make the video good? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is this?
Dude, I
People like to
get,
think they're private investigators with
Yes.
content and like,
Exactly.
I get accused of pre-watching all the time.
Really?
Because I'll always say the thing, and then the guy will say the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's
I've
also
had
like,
that
if you just
happen.
understand.
It's
like,
fucking obvious.
exactly.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, it's like when someone says, how are you? Good and you? Good and you? It's like, obviously, you know what
Yeah.
they're fucking going to say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Except when, you know what, I caught me off guard. The Baldur's Gate bear sex. That shit was crazy.
Oh, this again.
So I'm gonna be real. Like, I honestly think like that bear sex scene made me more excited for the game than anything else in like the last 6 months.
It's incredible marketing.
Dude,
It's-
how do I get called a furry and then you say shit like that?
let me explain.
Yeah.
So it's not about the bear sex scene. It's about what the bear sex scene represents.
You're damn
Right?
right.
What, freedom?
And it represents pure, unrestricted creative freedom.
Player choice.
Yes, player choice. You can do whatever you want to do, and it's completely okay. And it's like, if you want to fuck a bear, you can fuck a bear.
Here's
I think that's, I mean, don't you see what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. It's just like,
So you're a furry though.
yeah.
I'm not.
Well, then why do people say it?
It's because okay, so let me explain how this started. It's because I said if I had a persona, it would be a Sonic the Hedgehog persona. And then I had to explain that cat girls are not furries, which we all agree with, right?
Cat girls
I agree.
are not furries. So
Depending if you mean by cat girl.
Yeah, like just an anime girl with like cat ears and maybe a tail.
Yep.
That's not a furry.
That's not furry.
Yeah.
Then I had to start explaining that there's a spectrum of like furry. Like there's like cat girl, like girl who has like some more like animal qualities, furry, and like it, like, you know.
And then there's at the end
There's
of
like
it,
real
it's
animals.
A cat.
cat.
Yep.
It's literally a cat.
Just
Yeah.
a regular ass cat.
That's Shane Dawson.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Was that real?
Probably not. No.
Oh, okay. I can never
I
tell.
don't like thinking about it. I don't want to.
So just because you made an argument for cat girls, that made you a furry?
Yes.
Well, the other problem is that when Bonnie calls you something, it's
Yeah.
gonna stick.
Why?
Because Bonnie called Emmy a furry.
Oh.
No, I was already getting called that way before she did
Well,
that.
now that Bonnie said it, you're gonna get it forever.
Uh-huh.
Because you know what else Bonnie started? Dicktown.
Really?
Yep.
You know what they've been calling you in my
Jesus.
chat? Kectone.
No.
Kectone.
So
Yeah.
here's what's crazy, and I don't want to go into this too much. Okay. I don't want to do this episode, but here we go. Because oh my God, Kectone, it's the dumbest shit, bro. So I've been called Kectone for 3.5 years
Uh-huh.
from the Arknights community. Right. So there's this whole thing where it said, oh, Tectone called Spectre a boss killer.
Did you, Jimmy, did you hear about the trial of Tectone?
No.
So basically, Tectone, you want to explain it?
Yeah. Okay. So pretty much, I've had these people because there's this one dude who there was a commenter where it says, well, you know, if everywhere you go smells like shit, maybe you should check underneath your own shoe. And to be fair, that's such a fair point.
Yeah.
But on this other hand is like, I don't know what's so hard for people to understand where it's been a community that has followed me everywhere I go, right? And like when you first meet a person, when you have 100 people behind them saying, this guy's worse than Adolf Hitler over and over and over again, it's pretty hard to like move past that,
Yeah.
right? So Asmon wants to do this thing called the Trial of Tectone, where he wants to talk about everything that people have said that
Every
I've done.
drama.
That is so
Lay it all
horrible.
out. Yeah.
That is
Just put it out there.
that is so horrible. That makes it irredeemable. That I'm a secret, hidden Andrew Tate of the Gacha gaming space.
Yep.
That I've ruined people's lives. I've set shit on fire. Like I'm curious, what would I have need to do to actually live up to how horrible these people think I am?
So this is
Fuck
the
a
truth,
cat.
right?
Yeah.
Is that if you think of the people that are playing the gacha games and all of that, these are skinny, meek femboys, right?
Yep.
And so whenever, and this is just, I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. I mean, let's just get it out in the open. And they're there for the cute little anime girls that don't intimidate them.
Yeah.
And then guess who comes into their safe space? A big, tall, balding, loud man. And he's yelling, he's telling them that they're wrong, he's making fun of them, he's calling them names. This is like PTSD. This is the same, Tectone is the same guy that threw them in the garbage can in high school.
Yeah.
He's giving them swirlies.
That's right.
And now, you know, he's like, they've finally gotten away from all that, they've moved past it, and they just can't get away.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
You know what the worst thing is?
What's that?
So I have this really bad habit where people come at me with things
Yeah.
and they say, why'd you do this, 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 and this, and this? And then I hear it and I'm just like, damn, you're right. Why the fuck did I do that? Because I forget.
Yeah.
And then this morning, this one guy, I was talking to him in his chat. His name's Box too. He's a Arknights. He makes Arknights content.
Okay.
And he's like, dude, I'm a huge fan. But what the fuck are you talking about? Spectre being a boss killer in Arknights. And then I'm like, yeah, why the fuck did I say that? You know what I realized?
What?
Arknights themselves told me to say that. And
What?
I have proof.
Wait, why would they tell you to say that?
Because there's an ad of me.
Oh.
Yep, there's an ad of me. And I totally forgot that I recorded. And you can look up Arknights Tectone ad.
Uh-huh.
And in the end of the video, I say, any character can be a boss killer because I was reading their script. And then I realized, Now I get why people always say that
Why
shit.
do people get mad at you for that?
Yeah, I don't know the context.
Because they don't know it's an ad.
Right. So like,
No, but even if you were being serious, like this character is this, and you're just like wrong. Why does that piss people off so much? I'm confused.
yeah,
Okay.
because here's the worst thing. This was a big. I don't want to talk about this. I swear to God, after we're done with this. I fucking hate talking about this shit. It always happens. So there's this thing where Global was 6 months behind CN for Arc-Knights, right? So I would say that this character is good because I didn't play on CN. So let's say, like for example, when Genshin Impact first came out, Venti came out, and then Klee came out. So if I said Klee is the top 3 DPS in Genshin Impact, that would be correct if it was at the beginning of the game. If I were to say that now, it would be wrong. So I would say information 6 months behind CN that was true for Global, but wrong for CN, and then they would hold me accountable for what the CN server was like. So they would say, he's spreading misinformation, when in reality, it wasn't misinformation. It was just correct to Global. So, dude, I went through all that shit this morning because you went offline, and then people were like, oh, dude, Trial of Tectone, it's coming up.
Yeah.
So I boot up a notepad, and I'm literally like, okay, anything that y'all think I did was fucked up, I'm going to put it on the list.
Yep. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure that it might reach the character limit if I ask my Reddit to do that.
Dude.
There's going to be a lot of things.
I don't know, man. I really feel like it's like 1 or 2 things.
Really?
Yeah, because
Well, we'll see about that.
the things that are actually like, hey, man, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything
You
that.
should do some stupid ones too.
Oh, I will.
Just like open forum.
But
of course I will
the
do
problem is
stupid
all
ones.
of them are stupid.
Yeah.
They're literally all dumb.
I mean, isn't that better?
Like,
That makes it better
Yeah.
or worse.
Oh.
Because if people are taking it super seriously and you're not, and you're like, this isn't a big deal and everybody else is mad, that makes it even better.
yeah, dude, it's crazy. The worst one is there's this character called Yunjin who sang Chinese opera, right? And I said, oh, I don't like this. And they said, oh, okay, you're racist.
Oh,
That's a big one. Or the other one where I said Honkai waifus, and they said, you can't say the word waifu, it's degrading.
There's no way. There's no way. What do you mean? Who said that?
No,
Is
I
that like a
believe
really
him because
common
I
thing?
saw your Eula tweet when Eula came out.
What did he say?
He said something about Eula being hot. I don't remember exactly what it was, but there were so many quote tweets like sending him death threats for like being disrespectful to Eula.
Yep.
Jeez.
You didn't even, what you said was, I don't remember what you said, but it wasn't even like
Oh, wow.
that graphic or
Dude,
anything.
it was me saying the word waifu.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing.
I should go back and read some of those. I think that's going to be
Dude.
so good.
You know, I believe Tectone 100% because I saw his Eula tweet back in the day.
Like, it's crazy because, like, if I heard so much shit about me too, I would think I'm a piece of shit too,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
It's hard to not.
Uh-huh.
But, like, when you actually go see what it is, it's like, oh, he said the word waifu. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, another one.
You know what your problem is? Use Twitter.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you guys made threads?
I did.
Fuck no.
You did?
I
did.
have one, but I haven't used it.
I think I made 3 posts on it and then I haven't opened it in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's about right.
Yeah, I saw a graph of like the
Google
usage,
Trends.
Google Trends, and like Twitter's like, and then Threads is like,
Big-
Probably my YouTube
Big
thumbnail.
crash. The biggest problem I had with Threads is it just felt like it was exciting to be like, ooh, new social media platform.
Yeah.
But then you reopen it like a couple hours later, it just felt dead. Like
problem
just
is
the
their-
dead black interface.
Yeah.
No,
their homepage
everything
is
felt like
so,
copy
like-
and paste.
it's so formulated. Like it doesn't even show you who you follow.
Yeah.
It just follows like random, or it shows you random like relatable accounts. It's just super boring.
I found the news account that covered the drama.
Okay. Let's see.
There's 5 videos. There's actually even
Oh,
more
are
than
you
that.
fucking kidding me? 5 videos?
200,000 views, 300,000 views. Viral video about Tectone having his life ended by
Wait,
Genshin.
this one with the giant "Stop this man" text. Is that what about you?
I would click that.
80,000 views. Honkai waifus greater than Genshin waifus. Don't say waifu. It's lesbian phobic. You're a freak. That's legit. This is the shit that it's been following me
Oh
for
my
years.
God.
Is baby shit like this.
Holy
That's
shit.
going to be so exciting. I can't wait for it.
Because
It's gonna be
now you
great.
get to know the lore.
Yeah.
Dude.
No, I'll look into it, right? Oh, absolutely.
It is, Asmon, it's crazy.
But I don't even know what to say about that. I do think that overall though, because I do want to talk about a little bit about the thread stuff,
Yes, do it.
because I feel like the platform existed for one day.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It was there
I
for
agree.
one day, and it's like, there it is. There's Twitter. There's Threads.
Yeah.
Can you change it? It's that's in India,
Wow,
right?
this is fucked up, you know?
Yeah. Can you change it to worldwide so I could see kind of how people look at it? Because why would
because it's just not good. Like
Well,
I feel like if it was good, more people would be using it. Like it wouldn't be comparable to Twitter,
It's
and it would have
hollow.
still
why
fallen
would
off.
anybody? People already have Twitter though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
Ooh.
if it was good, more people would be using it, but Twitter
Yeah.
would still be on top.
Yeah,
by
everyone
far.
is looking for a reason to jump ship on Twitter just because of everything that's been going on. But if you don't have a platform that's going to have like meat and not just be the bone, like
Yeah.
what are you gonna? No one's gonna stick around.
I'll be honest. I
There's no
love
meat
Twitter.
left.
I think Twitter's great.
So do I.
Yeah.
I like the platform. I love everything about just like scrolling and interacting. That's great.
Mhm.
You know, all the drama I could give less of a shit about. But
That's
you
fine
know,
with
if
me.
there was another platform
Yeah.
that truly was better, you know, fuck it, I'll go.
Oh yeah.
I don't care. But the problem was there's just nothing there.
There's not
It's just like
really
a
better
shiny little
platform.
glittery new thing, and then
Yeah.
you look underneath, and it's like, oh, it's empty.
It's actually just Twitter.
Yeah,
Surprise.
You can
Worst
kind of just
Twitter.
tell. Like if it doesn't take off in like the first 24 hours, it's probably not going to do anything.
yeah.
At least that's what it is the majority of the time. Like it was like barely mentioned, and I'm just like, there's no fucking way it's gonna blow up. I literally made a tweet about it being like, I'm not gonna I don't want another one. Like what? There's the Instagram, the Twitter, the TikTok,
Yeah.
the YouTube, the Twitch.
They had this one version of Instagram, and it was called BeReal. Have you guys ever heard of that?
That
Oh,
shit's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I think that's
BeReal.
awesome.
Well, nobody else does.
Oh no, I don't use it, but I still think the
I
concept
think I have
is
like
cool.
4 friends on
Wait,
it.
so
but it
what
was
is that?
fun to
Like
use for a
another
little bit.
app?
You don't want to break it down?
Yeah,
Break
you
it
just
down.
it's literally just an app that it'll like give you a notification once a day randomly and say it's time to be real, and then you take a picture, you take a selfie picture, and then it uses your front cam and takes a picture. So it's supposed to kind of catalog randomly what are you doing right now? And so you're supposed to be real, be in the moment,
Yeah, no,
and
I
people
actually
can comment
have
on
one
it.
of those.
so.
I used it once.
Yeah.
It was cool, and I haven't downloaded it on. I got a new phone. I haven't downloaded it on my phone, so obviously it's not that important to me. But it was fun to kind of just be like, oh, this app took me off guard and is making me, you know, show people what I'm up to.
Yeah.
Which, you know, for me, I'm really bad at posting on most social media. So I was like, oh, this is a nice little, you know, kick in the side of the head. Like, hey, post something, even if it's to 4 people.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun.
Yeah, you are like a really real dude. Like
What do you mean by that?
live your life like a lot. Like you're always like doing shit all the time with people. Like
Yeah.
like you
Yeah, that's
raising
true.
dogs, hanging out with your homies, going out living life, you know, playing like
I
going
do
to
a
karaoke.
lot of stuff.
You do a lot of shit.
It's like, I don't know, it's weird to me. I don't stream that much, but I'm always working on like a ton of stuff behind the scenes, whether it's main channel, live channel, or the group channel stuff. And then when I'm out of that, I like to go do things because I feel like I just get so, you know, ramped up sitting in my chair all the time. And don't get me wrong, I do like to sit down and play video games. But yeah, for a while I was fishing a ton,
Oh, wow.
going out and doing karaoke. And I mean, like going out to LA all the time and hanging out with people, chatting with people. I mean, I just went up to go hang out with Urban Rescue Ranch, you know, filming with you guys. So I'm out and about a lot.
You doing other stuff besides just sitting on the computer all day?
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I love sitting
That
on the
makes one
computer.
of us, yeah.
Bro, I mean, let's be real. Be real.
Oh, look at that.
If I really wanted to, you know, part of me would love to just know life wow again.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that.
But I wouldn't get anything done.
Yeah.
Because when I sink into a game, it's just like nothing else can like bother me.
That's it. That's all. That's
I just
all there
zone
is.
out. That's what I mean. I streamed WoW for a little while, tried to make it work. My problem is when I play that game, I just zone in.
Yeah.
Like I don't entertain while I do it. I don't like.
It's like
I'm
a
not
Zen
extra.
state where
Yeah.
you're just like, you know.
It's my comfort food game.
Yeah, you're separated
Awesome.
from your body. You're just
Yeah.
playing the game, and that's it.
I just go on autopilot, and
Yeah.
and it's enjoyable because it's the thing in my life that I can just do and have no thoughts
Mhm.
and just be like, just smile and be like, yeah, this takes me back. This makes
Yeah.
me happy, and that's why it's also dangerous.
Did you play WoW Hardcore? Classic Hardcore? What level did you get to?
Highest level, and I didn't die. I just kind of stopped playing because I
Yeah.
was playing too much. I got a rogue to 45.
That's
You have
pretty fucking
45
good.
in
That's a
Hardcore?
lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also got a warrior to I think 29, and then
Wow.
I accidentally initiated that quest in what's that quest where you the guy comes out of the inn in the coastal town with all the boats, and he like summons his bodyguards to come mess you up?
Oh, you're talking about Hillsbrad Foothills.
No, it's the one with the boat that goes to Aberdeen.
The boat that
Right outside of
Harbor?
Ironforge.
Menethil Harbor,
Yeah?
I think.
Yeah. Menethil.
And so,
Where all the
he's, like,
crocodiles
drunk or
are and all the
something like
murlocs
that.
are.
Yeah.
So I like started it and I was like, oh yeah, I thought there was like a couple prerequisites to the quest.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the quest just initiated and I was like, oh shit. And I thought I could handle it. I had all my engineering leveled up and everything.
Right, yeah.
I got owned.
You got God.
People watched me die too. It was embarrassing.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, that's always the worst because you like your heart's beating. You're like
Right.
using all your cooldowns.
Like,
you're
you
trying to
fuck
figure
something
out.
up probably too.
Yeah, you're
it's
like, where the
every time.
fuck are the guards? You know?
Yeah.
Everyone's just watching you. It's kind of embarrassing.
Like,
but
damn, that's crazy.
live and learn or die and learn. So
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for the actual hardcore
The
servers.
actual
to come out,
hardcore
though.
servers. You know what really made me excited for the actual hardcore servers? That
Mock
guy that
Gras?
wiped the next raid.
Dude, I'm so excited to talk about that and ask about that because I've been waiting to like look at a bunch of stuff to hear
Okay.
about it.
What do you want to know?
So here's what I know is like he played with them for how long? Like a year?
1 year.
A year. He played with them for a year and then just randomly like, so what happened? He just like killed them all.
So
It be your own guys sometimes. It really
be
do.
your own guy. Yeah. Well, anyway, number one, he didn't kill them. It was just simply Judgment Day. Those are his words. He didn't grief them. It was just simply Judgment Day. It was a matter of time. And it was just an event that occurred. Right.
Okay.
So basically, this guy felt like these players that he was playing with weren't playing real hardcore WoW.
They were corrupt.
They were playing fake hardcore. They were using these little flasks that would allow them to like get out of the fights. It's like basically you pop the flask, you leave the group, and it teleports you away, and there's like no sense of like danger with it, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Get out of
so
jail free card.
Yeah, it's a petrification flask, and so. This guy felt like they were doing too much of that. They weren't taking hardcore enough. And on the probably second or third to last boss of the entire game, like they had gone through like all of Molten Core, all of BWL, all of AQ40. And these are like raids that take like hours of preparation. Every single boss can kill somebody in like one hit. And it's like, it's not really hard, but like stupid shit can happen, right? Because there's 40 people. And they had gotten through everything. And he waited until there was a 4 horsemen fight. And that's what it's called. There's like 4 guys. And well, actually, it wasn't 4 horsemen. It was 5 because he was the 5th one. And what he did is he took the boss. And this boss has like a beam that like if it hits one person and another person is next to them, it will go to the next person and do double damage.
So he let it hit him and
No,
Not
better
quite.
yet.
okay.
And so that just multiplies, right? So it's like, like 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, it's 64, right? So like people are just like instantly dead at a certain point. So everybody's trying to kill one guy and they have to be stacked up because the guy does a meteor that like splits damage. So everybody's stacked up on top of it. This dude taunts the other boss that does the chain that you have to spread out for, pulls it on top of the guy to stack with, and then he does the beam, evaporates 36 people.
That's so
Fucking
cool.
kills all of them. And then all the rest of them are like running away. They're like, oh my God. Use the flask, try to get away. Except this is the only ability in the game, one of the only abilities in the game that goes through the flask. So they're sitting there with their petrification flask on, frozen, trying to get ported out while their health is just going down. And they know that it's going to be over. So the guy kills all of them. And then they're all just like, they don't even know what to do with themselves. They're angry, upset. And of course, everybody else is like laughing about this. They think it's fucking hilarious, right? It's like the same as like, why do you watch NASCAR? It's for the crashes.
Yep.
That's why people watch hardcore. It's not for the content, it's for the crashes.
Deaths.
Yeah. And so this guy goes on and he does an interview with Stay Safe. And he says that basically he didn't really grief them. It was just Judgment Day.
Yeah.
And he had to
Anyone
hold
could have
them.
taken his place. Anyone could have
Yeah,
been the
anybody
arbiter.
could have done this. It was just him today, but this was bound to happen. It wasn't a grief. It wasn't even really him doing it. It was just something that happened. And he even messaged people that he was friendly with in the guild. He says, don't go to this next race.
I was gonna say this sounds really
No way.
ominous.
Yeah.
Wait,
Like
did they
this-
go?
it-
Did they go?
No, they
It
didn't.
sounds like a don't
didn't
show
go.
up to school.
What?
Yeah,
thing.
don't show
Like, that's-
I know.
That's
exactly what I said.
crazy.
And
The
so,
fact that he said like it was inevitable. It was gonna
Yeah.
happen.
He
It just
says,
happened.
guys, there's some bad stuff that's going to happen
That's
in this next
wild.
race tonight. You don't want to go. And they're like, really? They're like, yeah. Because this guy, so like the history of him is that he had been, okay, so like there are these buffs in the game. They're called world buffs. And people spend like all week trying to get them because they're really rare. Well, they're not really rare, but they're a pain in the ass to get. But on top of being very rare, they're also very powerful. So you stack up all of them and then you do the raid, you can kill the bosses really fast, right? So this guy had 16 accounts that he was playing simultaneously, ready to purge those world buffs and delete the world buffs off of other players with like a spell. It's like a dispel to make the spell to make the world buffs go away. And so he did this for an entire year. Now, why did he do this? He did this because he was wronged. And so sometimes people would actually, they would pay him real money and he would extort them into paying them real money for him not to take their world buffs.
Oh my god.
And so this is the person that they thought that they should invite into the group.
I assume you saw his stream as well. I watched his stream a little, and he was just like calling people pussies and like farming subs, and he was reading chat and someone was like, your channel's dying. He's like, dying? I went from 100 to 600, or from 1 to 600 viewers because of this. Who's dying? And he was just like fucking like
This guy
power
sounds like
tripping. I was like, what am I watching?
Oh,
It was
yeah.
It
crazy.
sounds like a real life villain, but just on video games. Like
Yeah, exactly.
that's
Well,
crazy.
didn't he get robbed from the Scarab Lord?
Yeah, and Atiyesh.
So here's my thing. Am I
That's the
dumb?
origin
Because
story.
I think that he's the one in the right.
Well, I mean, the thing is that
Add that to the trials.
You don't, you
Yeah,
don't
I
think
think
so?
that's what
I mean, I feel
Depends
like
on-
these people
I'm
had
just
it co-
kidding. I'm
It
just-
just
I don't
Depends
know.
on how you look at it. Depends on your stance on everything. Like if you feel like them playing a certain way was actually wrong, then you can be like, yeah, he's right. But if you're like thinking about it from the sense of like these people poured their lives into these characters,
Yeah.
and how could he
he
take it away
deleted
from them?
collectively over 10,000 hours of time. I looked it up.
I think they should be thanking him.
Some of them actually were.
Yeah.
They were like,
Yeah.
It's
"Thank
kind of
God
freeing.
I've been released."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over.
He was the salvation. And now that moment of their death, remembered for years to come.
Mhm.
And I feel like Teeny Violin, he's a goddamn
guy.
hero.
I feel like it is kind of one of the bigger moments from WoW lately
Oh,
in
it's-
terms of like
it
the whole
absolutely
internet
has
kind of
been.
looking over and being like, dude, people, something's still going on in this game? Like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, I mean, people loved it,
Yeah.
and it's like at the end of the day, I mean, Blizzard. The thing is, like, I've given up trying to convince Blizzard not to have stupid stuff like this in the game. It's like, you want to have this in the game? You want to have the game be like full of griefers and clowns? All right, go for it. Have fun. Yep. And it's like, yeah, you're gonna have people like this, so it's like you might as well just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
100%. I mean, do you
Yeah.
think anybody in motherfucking Leroy Jenkins' party is actually mad at him today
Well, that
for
was
what he did?
staged.
That was
so no.
staged, so
No, stop.
it was.
No, wait, really?
Yep. Pals
Yeah.
for Life was on our server.
Am I dumb? Is that like common knowledge?
Yeah. It's common
I
knowledge.
mean, if you watched it once and then just like kind of forgot about it, you wouldn't know. But
I've watched it hundreds of times. When I was in middle school, I had it downloaded on my iPod. I had
let's be
Leroy
real, man.
Jenkins.
Their acting in that is mid at best. You know, if
Time's up. Let's do this.
Well, no, he's good.
Awesome.
Leroy's good. The rest of his guild, you
Oh,
know.
what the fuck? He went in. All right, follow him.
I mean,
Oh, that's so sad.
it's
Yeah.
still, no, I think it's still great.
Yeah, dude, I had Leroy Jenkins and I'm the Juggernaut bitch downloaded on
I
my
remember that
iPad, on my iPod, and I would just watch it all the time. In my middle school, be like, "Oh, this is so cool!"
Yeah.
Like I would have my guidebook open for woodworking as well.
I think if anything, it's better that it was staged because like they had the internet wrapped around their finger on the WoW side of things.
Yeah.
Just like with how well they sold this like panicked event.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
The 33.33 repeating, of course.
Repeating, but, like, all of that is staged,
I can't believe that's staged.
They were
That's
crunching
so
the numbers and
lame,
everything.
dude. Shit.
I don't mind things that are staged as long as they're funny.
Yeah, and I
it's
get
totally
that.
okay.
Yeah, as long as no one's hurting from it or you're not, putting people on to something bad, I think
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
I do think that it's like this is the this is the true community of WoW Classic Hardcore, though, is the people that are supporting this guy in wasting everybody's time, just being a piece of shit. You know, it's Judgment Day and they're all playing along with it. They think it's hilarious. And it's like Blizzard is just there, said, you know, this is what you get. This is it. I cannot wait for official servers because, you know, here's the thing, right? It's like this dude's probably made thousands of dollars off of it at this point.
Easily.
So like there are going to be so many people that are going to try to copy it and do the exact same thing.
Yep.
People are always going to find a way to troll other people in video games. It's just, no matter what kind of safeguards, there's always going to be the next guy who's going to craft up some devious plot to mess everyone up. And that's beautiful.
I think quitting WoW is the best decision I've ever made in my life because that's when I started living. Because before I would wake up every day and only play that game. Because I wasn't playing on stream. I was just playing offline. Like offline 17 hours of WoW every day.
17 hours?
Oh, I would lose sleep.
That's a pit, yeah.
It was bad. It was bad.
That was a time sink for sure.
Yeah. And then I'd never realized how much more I could do if I just stopped. Like, once again, if I was streaming it, I'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, I can play games like Honkai Star Rail for 14 hours a day. And those games don't have content. Yeah. Imagine me playing a game that actually has content. Imagine that shit.
I have a question as someone who's never been into any MMO. So is it exaggerated at all when people talk about like how people that play MMOs won't like get up to use the bathroom or eat?
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, I think that there's like an
well, I get like you're in the middle of a raid. It's like I can't get up right now, but like all day.
Yeah, 100%.
I never really did that, but like I mean, of course, people.
I could see you like forgetting obligations for yourself, like. Oh shit!
I forgot to eat or something.
Oh, yeah, I haven't showered in 3 days because I just get up off my PC and go to bed and repeat every day. I bet that's pretty common. But like,
it is.
No, it never got that bad for me.
I was a really big bottle pisser and like window pisser, because like if my dad knew that I was up, he'd probably ask me to go to bed. So I just wouldn't leave my room. That way he wouldn't know. So that way everything I need to do, I would just do in my room.
The bottle pissing.
My parents never gave a shit.
Yeah, like out the window. It was a 1 floor, just like into my backyard.
I guess.
I was a kid, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like there's worse things. I feel like being a bottle pisser really ain't that big of a deal.
Yeah, I used to just have to sneak downstairs because we just had the family PC.
Really? I do the same thing on road trips. Where like if I just want to drive 32 hours, then I just piss in bottles or something.
That's wild. I can't do that.
I feel like it's not that crazy. Am I crazy?
I don't know. I would just tell my mom, like, listen, we got a raid. I gotta do this. Like, we gotta make this happen. Like, it's gonna happen. So, you know, I'm gonna be up until I'm not. And so that's all there is to it. She's like, okay, sounds good.
Did you ever, this was crazy. When I was a kid, it'd be 3 of us sharing one computer.
Yeah.
And like, I can't remember, you don't have siblings, right?
No.
Yeah. So we would have to fight over one computer. Yeah. And I was a little guy. Right. So it was like, I had to take the scraps. When I could get on. Mainly it was me, like, and I was shit. I only got to like level 46 in vanilla, and then I had to play on my my brother's accounts because I was too stupid.
Ooh.
Yeah, and we were on dial-up as well. Do y'all remember raiding on dial-up?
Not at my house, but one of my buddies, him and his parents, they all played WoW, like the whole household. And then whenever they get a phone call, it would disconnect all of them.
Oh,
I never had dial-up.
Yeah, I don't really know what it was.
Don't answer the phone. I'm in a game.
Right? Yeah.
Wait, when did dial-up stop being a thing?
I don't know.
Probably like 2004, 2005 for a lot of people.
Probably some people still using it.
Yeah, I was definitely still using it when I was in like 2nd, 3rd grade. I was a stupid baby. So, yeah, I don't know. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, it's wild now, like with having like 1,000 up, 1,000 down. Like even just like, you know, 8 or so years ago, I'd play League and my ping would go up to like 9,999 at home in California. And I remember that was like the one thing that would make me mad. Yeah. Like when technology doesn't work the way it's supposed to, and there's no one that can explain it away to you, there's no real reason. I just sit there and I'm like, oh my God. Like not a lot gets me mad, but stuff like that.
Games don't make me
I don't
violent.
punch my monitor or anything. And I've never like broken a keyboard or a headset. But
really?
Like, or
my God.
I've never slammed my head against a keyboard or anything.
That's nuts. I used to do that every day. Yeah.
But it frustrates me to say the least. I'm a pretty calm guy.
Have you seen this shirt that says "Games don't make me violent, lag does"?
I need that.
Yeah.
Can you buy that for me?
Yeah. Dude, I love those dorky ass game commercials. Like, I paused my game to be here.
What the hell? There's
Wait, what is
still
this?
265,000 people in the U.S.
I'm telling
using
you,
dial-up.
guys.
Oh, that was
People
as of
still use
2019.
this.
No, they're dead. They don't know that they're not dead yet. They don't know. There's no way. There's no way anybody doesn't dial up in 2023. There's no way.
Probably like rural homes.
Yeah, out in the boonies.
It's
Yeah.
also people that probably have a dial-up like subscription and they just haven't known since like 1999.
Yeah.
100%.
They're still paying like $4.99 a month for it.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
The simplest shit.
Yeah, AOL, you get 1,000 hours a month on the internet. Oh my God.
I
I remember like having those CDs and like we would take the CDs and put them in the microwave in middle school.
hell yeah.
Yeah, those
Don't
were
they
the
like
really good times.
bubble up and blow up all big?
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Those were the good days. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like social media now, like it's kind of like flatlined. Like I don't know if we're ever gonna get like another really big social media website.
I hope not.
Every slot's kind of taken for
Yeah.
like any kind of content you want to consume, like live streaming videos, like short clips, short form video, like just pictures, like everything's kind of taken.
Yeah, I think Twitch will probably go away in the next 6 or 7 years. Then YouTube will take over for everything.
You think it's gonna die? Twitch is gonna die?
Yeah, I feel
YouTube,
like
I don't know if YouTube like wants to invest more into like improving their live streaming side.
that's fair. If they don't want to invest, they don't want to invest. But I just feel like YouTube's better, like all around platform.
Are there any platforms that legitimately profit off of live streaming as of now? Because I think most of them kind of are in the negative, right?
Probably.
I don't.
With the costs and everything, I'm not sure. I haven't
Yeah.
done any research, but like,
You know, live streaming is not profitable to host.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe Chatterbait.
maybe.
Yeah, Live Jasmine.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those. I don't know.
When you have so many people streaming, like let's say to one viewer
yeah.
or to 20,000 viewers, like
Or
you're-
20,000 and they're not partnered.
yeah.
Fuck them.
I watched your stream where you talked about that. You did the math and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit. Yeah, when you have that much like data just going out at all times, I can't imagine that's cheap at all.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet it's not.
no.
Yeah.
I bet it is not. But I'm on the fence on whether or not Twitch will go away. It's just
I don't think, I mean,
a matter of
there will
time.
always be a demand for live streaming. I just don't know if more platforms are going to get into trying to do live streaming.
I think English Twitch is dying. I'm going to be honest. Like Spanish Twitch is
Spanish.
popping off. They're doing great, like all these
Sure.
other communities. But like whenever I look at English Twitch, it's like, oh yeah, who's going to watch the fucking stupid video today? And it's like all this boring shit. Like nobody's ever doing anything crazy. And then it's like finally, like, you know what stream I really loved was Kai's stream for 4th of July.
Yep.
Because he just went and he blew up his own house.
That,
Perfect.
but the problem with that is it's not sustainable.
It doesn't
Really?
have to be.
Yeah, that's
Sure,
true.
Like,
but
at
then
his
it's,
point,
it's
it
like
doesn't have to
but
be.
then
who
that's what
cares?
that's like with what he's saying. Where like live streaming's like dying.
Well,
kinda.
yeah, but like you have people that like, you know, they burn bright, they burn out. Then there's a new one, right? And it's like there's always something interesting and crazy happening. But like now I just feel like there's, I don't know. It's just it's a very weird culture with live streaming now. And it hasn't really
Yeah.
been like this before. Maybe it has been. I just haven't really noticed it. But I feel like also like Twitch is kind of like a reductive community. It's like very insular because like it's hard to get into the Twitch community because there's like all these like things that you need to know. And like, you know, you have to download like add-ons and like third-party stuff. And it's like the doc meme, but like it's actually
It's just
true.
like the
People
World of
don't wanna do
Warcraft
that.
community. It's also
It's a bubble.
dying.
And you know what? I said the same fucking thing. Yep, exactly. Having add-ons and all that. It's like how people probably like, what do you mean? You have to download a program to download another program? Are you fucking kidding me?
It's
And
like
then you
the-
download programs into that program?
It's like the videos from like 2008 where you see some Raiders interface and you can't even see the character anymore.
Yeah, you don't
because
even know
it's-
what's going on.
The screen is just add-ons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is something that I wanted to talk about is where like you're a reactor, you steal daily dose of internet.
Oh, I
You
do that
you
too.
laugh, you lose. Oh, you do that as well?
I watch some Daily Dose.
So here's what I don't get. So this is a problem that I talk to Sarah with a lot. And he thinks, or he has been conditioned to think, I disagree with this heavily, that like playing video games and reacting is lazy content, but making food is like high effort content. I don't get that shit. Like I really don't feel like it's really that different whether I'm playing a video game or making a pizza. Like,
If I start a stream
Yeah.
and I have a 2x4 in front of me,
Yeah.
and I spend the entire stream using my head to break the 2x4 in half.
Yep.
And at the end of it, I succeed. I put a lot of effort into that stream, didn't I?
That's true.
But would people really want to watch that after the first time?
I mean, shit, I would. That'd be funny as fuck.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Yeah, it would be fucking funny.
Yeah.
But like in general, like people just because you put a lot of effort into something, like this is the thing. Remember G4? Oh my god, they would have like this like, TV quality production, and they'd have 119 viewers. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
I don't care about
At the end of the day, I think it just kind of comes down to whether or not you make good content. Like if it is supremely watchable, it doesn't matter if it's React, doesn't matter if it's an insane cooking stream.
Yeah.
If you are going to be entertaining people and they're going to stay engaged and stay watching, I think, you know, one's as good as the other. Obviously, one can be like more impressive or, or deeper or whatever. But if your goal is to entertain, which is usually what mine is, like if I can do a good job at it and be proud of it and I'm reacting, you know, I don't feel any shame.
Yeah,
I don't feel
it
like
is
it's worse than
unfortunate,
anything
but
else.
Effort doesn't always translate to success
Oh,
in like
yeah,
the
100%.
content creation sphere.
Well, I mean, with my group channel that we do, we've done giant productions that have cost, you know, $5,000 or more. You know, we went with one video, we rented out a mansion and played hide and seek.
Was that the zombies?
The zombie one,
Yeah.
Zombie one was expensive, but that one didn't do very well. I mean, it did okay, but then we sit in front of we sit on a couch and react to videos for an hour, and that's one of our best performing videos to date.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just one of those things where sometimes you hit the mark, sometimes you don't, but people are going to watch what they're going to want to watch. And
Yeah.
I love making those high production things, even if they're not that great, because to me, they were awesome.
It's fulfilling.
Yeah.
And to a small percentage of your community that will seek out those things and really like,
They can appreciate them.
it might be their favorite video.
Yeah.
And you know, that's what I think is like
Yeah.
fun about doing those, you know, things that might not hit a wider margin.
I think
is
that
to
is
have
common for a lot of content creators who have to consistently pump out a ton of content, is that the projects that they do that are creatively fulfilling don't always do as well as the stuff that's like repetitive, low effort content. And there's probably like a lot of reasons for that. I think like a lot of viewers, like people think like, oh, effort, it's cool, people want to watch. But a lot of people when they're just chilling, like just want to watch someone like also be chilling.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like something that matches the
Well,
vibe.
yeah, I mean, that's the basis of React content, in my opinion, is a lot of people don't want to watch something alone. They want to have a feeling of watching it with somebody, especially if that somebody is entertaining as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because why would you watch it alone? I mean, of course, if you're going to go watch a movie, you probably don't want someone talking through it. But if you're going to go watch a
do.
meme video and you want somebody adding to it,
Dude, Mystery Science Theater 3000 movies, those are peak as fuck, bro. I love that shit.
I mean, there's certain things, of course, but yeah, I mean, even I don't really like if I'm not streaming, I don't really watch a lot of stuff alone. Like I'll watch like you know, iceberg videos that talk about, you know, everything under the sun. But if I'm gonna watch, you know, idiots in cars off stream, I'm gonna watch XUC watch it because man is funny.
Yeah. See, I like how you said that. You're like, I don't give a fuck if it does well because I did it for me, like the fulfilling.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I think you're just a really fucking good dude, right? Because there's a lot of things where, like, you do these things that are, like, really fucking fun on stream, and the stream ends and people are like, oh, damn, dude, it didn't get this much bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I just like having fun.
Yeah. I mean, numbers are numbers at the end of the day, and,
Yeah,
you know,
I get it.
I care about them to a certain degree just because I have to.
Yeah, of course.
But, you know, a lot of it just that is fun feels good. And to be fair, if I just wanted to get my bag and do the least amount of effort, I could just do bare minimum, you laugh, you loses every week like I do, but, you know, put in a little less storytelling or a little less into the milestone episodes or what have you. But it's, you know, it's creating something more. It's creating something fulfilling, like with the side channel projects and, you know, music videos, this and that. That's like, yeah, some of these things might lose me money. But I don't care.
Yeah, like
I'm getting to do something that's like nobody really gets to do. Like it's not Hollywood level, but we're making it work, and
doesn't have to
it's
be.
sick.
Yeah.
You know, like who goes out with their friends and one person's a zombie and the rest of the other people have to go find flags and do all this stuff or play hide and seek in a mansion. Like being able to do this stuff is incredible and it's fun and it's expensive, but the people that really do enjoy it and us enjoying it is, it's worth it, obviously.
Yeah. You know what else was really worth it? How hard Hoyoverse robbed you of like quarters, millions of dollars of free advertisement that have been forced into every single one of your videos for like well over a year now, man.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys know. I did
This is crazy.
I did a Genshin ad read, a sponsor for one video. And I did a fun little green screen skit. I went outside and was in nature. I had a cloak on and everything. But for some reason, the very opening line where I say like, Genshin Impact. Yeah, it sounds like it too, doesn't it?
It does.
I say this line,
Like
and to this day, this was like a year and a half ago. To this day, someone will request a video in my You Laugh, You Lose, and it'll be the most normal meme ever. And then like a character will come on screen or like whatever. It'll be like a movie clip. Like let's say Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
And then their mouth will open, but instead of whatever their line was, it's my Genshin line.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Every time. And so it'll be Saul Goodman. Genshin Impact is a high fantasy,
Yeah.
And he always just loves it, and everyone loves it. And by all means, it's all good and fun. But it honestly is.
And when the saga was over, part 2 happened.
Star Rails.
Honkai Star. He did a Honkai Star Rail.
So what so like they paid you for like an ad, and then like, is it just like viewers that are doing this? Oh my god!
They're just they meme the shit out of me for it because it's not like any of them. Like, there's probably people in my community that are like, fuck Genshin, blah blah blah. But for the most part, like I think it just became this iconic thing to make fun of me for.
Right.
Not because they necessarily hate Genshin, but just because of the delivery and because it was something that I had never really done. Like doing a gacha game like that, like they just took full advantage. And they never let me forget, and that's fine.
Yep.
Jesus,
I'm not a stranger to laughing at myself.
I think it's
the last video I laughed at on my most recent You Laugh You Lose, somebody put a voice crack that I did on stream into a video that I had already seen. So I was expecting it's like this video of like kids playing basketball, and it's got one of that Snapchat text on it. It says, "Ignore my voice crack," but I've seen the video before. And it's like this kid who like says something and his voice cracks, and they put mine in it, and it took me so off guard and made me laugh. So, but the Genshin ad was, they have gotten so much free just mentions.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know how many of that has converted for them, but it's enough to get it in people's brains. Probably more than
it
I
gets people
guess.
thinking about it,
Yeah.
So how old are you?
How old am I?
Because your voice cracking, like you're what? You're like 25?
I'm 30.
You're older than me?
I thought we've been over this.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, I'm 30.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm getting
man.
there.
You've been around for a long damn time. How long have you been doing content creation for? Because you've been around since Vine.
Yeah, I mean, Vine, I had my peak in 2016, but I think I was.
You didn't. That's not your peak.
Well, my peak on Vine.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Okay.
Yeah, that was in 2016. But I started. I think I did my first stream in 2013 in my dorm room in college. I played League of. I remember distinctly. I played League of Legends. I played Teemo, and I streamed to 0 viewers.
Let's go.
And it was great.
Let's go.
Because it was Twitch. It was new. It was like literally right after they had been Justin TV. Yeah. And I remember like watching streamers and being like, I love this. I could do this. Like, this is cool. And it was like the early days. And I actually streamed a lot of League for a little while and had minor success. If you want me to kind of, do you want me to guide you through a little bit of my journey?
1,000,000%.
Because it's been up and down and left and right. I mean, the first platform that I actually started getting followers on was an app called iFunny, which is just a meme app. And I think it still exists to this day, but it's just a cesspool of, people posting memes, and people can get their memes featured and everything. But I just started posting League content on there. And eventually I became like an account that was associated with a champion. It was Yasuo when he came out. Yep. So I was a Yasuo, like that was me. I was Yasuo LOL on iFunny, and I would just post League shit, and eventually I would do really cringy stuff, but it was fun. I'd do rap battles against other people that were champions, but I would be in character. It was so cringe, but it was fun because, just liked the game and was just posting. And so I started to get like my first couple hundred followers on there. And then eventually I started to do like, when I was streaming more, I would do tournaments and stuff like that. But then I started posting like videos with me in them on Vine. And my first ever Vine was, it was for iFunny because you could post Vines onto the app. I said, if you want a shout out, republish my post if you want a Vine shout out. So I do Vine shout outs just for people like as me. And people wanted to see him or get him or whatever, and it was fine. And then it wasn't until early 2016 that I did the infamous It Is Wednesday, my dudes. But
Infamous? You would say infamous?
I say it's infamous. It's famous, but it's
famous.
also it's infamous to me.
Okay.
But what people don't know is I actually did an It Is Wednesday, my dudes Vine before the one that popped off.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Not a lot of people know this. I did the same thing, but just not obviously as impressive. I was wearing like aviators, the glasses.
Oh yeah.
I was wearing babyators. They're literally aviators made for babies.
Okay.
But they looked really funny on my face. I put them on, and then I said, "Is one of my dudes," and then I did a scream, not impressive.
Yeah.
But then a few months later, I was like, I just want to redo it because I just like that meme, and so I put the Spidey suit on, and then the rest is history.
That damn suit.
Yeah, and within the next year, I'd say before Vine shut down, I tried to capitalize on it because going viral was still new. I feel like going viral on Vine was like the first time people really started to like actually continuously pump out like the first big viral like short clips.
Oh yeah.
Other than maybe the YouTube video like Leroy Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know what I was doing, of course. So I was just posting Vines here and there. Nothing took off. And then when Vine was announced that it was closing down, I was like, guys, please go over to my YouTube, and that slightly worked. And then once Vine was done, I kind of just struggled to figure out what I wanted to do. As I mentioned before, I kind of just did skits.
That was about whenever I met you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you met me basically a little after I think I quit my job because I had licensed my Vine. And people were
you were
putting
able to play PUBG with us at 4 a.m.
Yep. Yeah. People were putting my Vine. This is when I first started to make money off of Vine. Was not on the platform at all, but I licensed my video through Collab, who, if you watch Daily Dose of Internet, like all those videos are basically owned by Collab. So anyone that was putting my Vine into compilations, I was getting that 6-second worth of money. And it was like a couple grand a month. And I was like, holy shit, I can pursue content full time. And then I went for a long while, once I knew you and I started to like slowly integrate. I think after like 2.5 years of streaming, I finally got partner. It was a slow grind, not too much success. And then come 2018 into 2019, I actually almost quit.
No way.
Straight up.
Yeah.
My licensing stuff that was coming in was less and less because obviously people aren't still making Vine compilations.
Yeah.
A few years after, and streaming just wasn't hitting. I couldn't keep an audience well. I couldn't find my niche. I just kept trying stuff that wasn't working, and so I almost quit completely. I had one last battle plan that I was going to do, which was conventions. I was going to go to conventions and do, my mislabeling cosplayers series, which was fairly successful, and more. Go to furry cons, go to Comic Con, whatever, and just figure it out. And that was like my last thing. And then COVID happened.
Ooh.
Oh.
And so conventions flew out the window, and I was like, well, there it is. Like that's it. And, I was still streaming. It's not like I had completely just been like, time to disappear. But at that point in time, I was just like, okay, it's time to figure out which school am I going to go back to? Which job am I going to go apply for? This and that. And it was during that time that people started, Ludwig, Wilbur, started doing You Laugh, You Loses. And I was like, I'm just going to try this because I'd never really done React content.
Yeah.
I had always been like, oh yeah, that's interesting that people are watching videos online, whatever. Like, never really done it. And so I did a You Laugh, You Lose. Super scuffed. I would call it episode 0.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even post it on main. I posted it on my second channel, which was Dead in the Water.
Yeah.
And ignored it for like a month. Came back and checked my channel, and it was outperforming all my other content by like 10 times the amount. And I was like, holy shit.
So it just popped off right away.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit, I need to do another one.
Yeah.
And, I guess the rest is really history. I mean, the series has changed a bunch since I first started doing it. I consider my process and everything creatively and, you know, behind the scenes and everything with just like my mod team that helps me, everything that goes on with the Discord and how videos are brought in and everything. It's kind of a well-oiled machine now, but like that, the Laugh You Lose series quite literally like saved my channel and a lot of my, probably my mental, because if I had to go back, because when I first met you, I was working at a anti-aging skincare company.
Ooh, really?
And I was using company time to donate $1 or $2 at a time to your channel to troll the shit out of you.
$1 donated $1. Who said $1 donated $1?
Yep. Yeah. I was one of those guys. And it was great because that was my channel. I'd like, you know, I'd throw in like $10 a day. You know, plus at $100 something a day for my shift and then minus 10 to Asmon Gold.
Yeah.
But it was fun. And that was that's kind of been my whole journey. So I had like a huge up when Vine hit and then a slow decline, almost quitting, and then the Laugh You Lose came around and I was like, this is my thing. And it was crazy to me because I had never experienced a natural growth progression from having like...
You just had like random videos pop off?
Yeah, because like going from such a big Vine to like struggling to even get 50 viewers on Twitch, you know, I just felt defeated half the time.
Sucks.
And yeah, it wasn't fun. And, you know, I love streaming, but to stream for a few years, you know, I'm sure tons of people can relate to that. It's just you feel like you've got something, but it just doesn't translate and you can be dead in the water.
Yeah.
And so...
A square peg in a round hole.
Yep. And so once the Laugh You Lose came around and I realized that like, hey, I'm not bad at reacting. You know, people like these reactions I have or these things that I'm saying and they want to see more. It was really, it felt really good.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you've always got that voice inside you that tells you, you know, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. And to kind of have that recognition.
It's like, finally, I did it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it has been a wild journey. And, you know, now I'm doing everything from my main channel stuff, side channel React, to the big projects like we talked about earlier. And my group channel that I've got with my roommates, Zach and Bryce. We're building up all this stuff and we're considering, you know, starting like production company, this and that. So it's gone far beyond what I ever expected it to. Yeah. And I'm still loving it and still grinding. So it's been a good journey.
It's just
that's insane.
Yeah,
like
it's wild.
Because I met you maybe like half a year ago, and then I was like, I had no idea who you were, and I was like, dude, you're so fucking cool. And then I find out you're the It's Wednesday, my dudes guy. And then I call my buddy, his name's Edric. I call him on Snapchat. I'm like, dude, I just met the It's Wednesday, my dude guy. And he's like, what the fuck? And then I just assumed that you were just like, oh yeah, you popped off on Vine and you've just been fucking killing it. But you like had like that's rough. Like you went through some shit, which is crazy because like your content is like actually incredible. Because I try very hard to stay away from watching my friends' content. I find it weird. Yeah. You know, like if like for example, when I meet a new streamer, I don't like looking into anything they've done. I don't like seeing any of their past controversies. I'm just like, who are you? How are you now? All that jazz. I fucking hate getting involved in that shit. But I watched one of your videos for the first time. Like I told you about this on the we were playing League, and your shit is really good. Like really, really good.
Yeah.
Then I watched another one.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I kind of do the same thing where I don't watch a lot of my friends and content anymore just because like I think when you have like a friendship with somebody, you look at them a little bit differently. Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate that. It's been something that's that I've grown with and has been really challenging at times too. Even just like imposter syndrome has been big for me.
Oh, of course.
Like when I first got over 1,000 viewers, I was like, this isn't me. Like, this isn't my stream. Like, what is happening? And, you know, when I hit
to get over it.
When I hit 1 million subs on YouTube, I cried.
Yeah.
Because I never thought I'd hit it. Because I had the people come in from Vine and then they wouldn't watch anything else.
Yep.
And I'd have this influx every week on a Wednesday. You look at my analytics, it's so funny. It's like, I think I'm the only person on YouTube that their channel on a Wednesday gets a spike.
On Wednesday.
Every time. Like, and I still upload every day on a Wednesday. And that's just been my staple. I mean, my thing is like, if I can make people laugh or smile in the middle of the week when they might be going through it, when they might be having a rough week, hey, I'm their guy.
Wednesday's
Yeah.
the worst day.
Everybody be uploading on a Friday and a Saturday, but I'll be that guy.
No,
in the
Wednesday,
middle of the week.
Wednesday blows.
It's rough for a lot of people. And that was actually one of the reasons why I loved the Wednesday meme so much originally, is because I wanted to turn upside down a common, everybody hates Wednesdays. Oh, it's the hump day. But I wanted to give people a reason to enjoy Wednesdays. And I think I think I've done a good job.
It's actually a pretty inspiring story because, obviously, your content is incredibly good. But I'm sure there's a lot of people who are on Twitch who believe in themselves, and it's that frustrating feeling of you have something where you can't get anything to stick, but knowing that you persevered and you've gone through a lot of the things that people have gone through, that's probably incredibly relatable for a lot of people, man.
I think it's the willingness to adapt and change and do new stuff, right? Because that's really what you're saying is I was doing the same shit, then I tried something new and it worked.
Yeah. I mean, I had blinders on for a long time.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that, doing skit content, not only that I wasn't happy doing it anymore, but just that it wasn't working. I didn't think about it. I'm not growing. People aren't not that every content piece needs to be a banger, but there was nothing I was putting out that was
people aren't watching this. Nobody cares. What's the point of it? I don't really like it. It's whatever. What are we doing here? Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah, and it took a little bit to figure it out, but I'm really glad I did. I know that a lot of people can be on their journey, and some people, the sad truth is some people never find it. Some people never find that thing that is that twinkle in the ground where you pull out the diamond. You could be searching the desert forever and never find it, and that's, it's rough, and I could have been in that boat. Yeah. Just as easily as the next guy. And, I'm glad that I persevered and kept going, and it was hard, but I think that a lot of the reason why I, was able to keep going is because I genuinely just loved it. Yeah. I didn't care. Of course, did I want to be a 1,000, 2,000 beyond streamer when I was at 50? Sure. But the people that kept coming back to my, streams every day, my core community, these people that made me feel like they were my pals, that was the bread and butter. So that was the steak and eggs.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, it's funny for me to hear you talk about your creative process for looking for videos, because my creative process is I wake up in the morning and I just look at my YouTube feed. It's oh, this one seems like it'll piss people off. Let's watch this later. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah, I don't really do anything. And occasionally people will link me a video and it's some stupid fucking drama. And it's I remember there was some RuneScape drama. And I'm this is stupid enough to warrant my full attention. Yeah. And I just sat there and I deep dived into it for 3 hours.
The MMOByte Drama?
Oh, God.
Can we talk about that?
Well, yeah, this is, so Jimmy, you have to understand, Tectone is the most hated person in the Gacha community. So,
I know.
For so for this week has probably been a very good week for you, because for once it's somebody else.
And you know what? The best thing is, it's somebody else, and it's as stupid and minimal and mundane as all the other shit that I've been through that people act are setting buildings on fire. Yeah. Can you explain to Jimmy what's going on here? Because I don't want my bias to come out.
What the fuck is this?
Okay.
I don't think I've heard of this.
So I love how I'm you know how in Pawn Stars they call in an expert.
Yeah, the buddy.
Yeah, well, you're chronically online.
Yeah,
every time I'm oh, I haven't heard this. You're you just spend more time online.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Okay, so basically there was all right. So there was a guy and he's a VTuber. But instead of being a cute girl or a cute boy or anything like that, he's just a dolphin.
Tony Two Ghost.
And he's just sitting there. And he's just looking at, and the best thing about it is him delivering this monologue, looking directly at the camera, while the dolphin is just occasionally doing
backflips.
They're we are not impressed by you. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, you are a loser. Oh my God. And then just blinking, just maintaining just perfect eye contact. And anyway, so there's this other guy, his name's Styx, and he runs a channel called MMOByte. Yep. And the channel is, it's just your typical gacha MMO channel where it's hey, there's a new, there's every thumbnail is the same. It's an AI art of like an anime girl with big boobs, and it's like this game is dying, and something like that. And so this happens, and it goes on for like 10 times. And finally, this guy from the Tower of Fantasy community. Did you ever play Tower of Fantasy?
No.
Yeah, nobody did.
Well, this video is sponsored.
Yeah.
Well, I played it when I was sponsored
All right, you guys,
4 or 5
fuck
times.
you guys. Yeah, I played this game. I played Tower
Oh,
of
no,
Fantasy.
that wasn't even a dig at you. That was true for me as well.
Yeah, I fucking know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst part. No, I wasn't.
Oh, that's what you're
not
saying.
only was I not
Oh.
sponsored, but I was on the fucking leaderboard for the game. I was like that top player on the server. I collected every mount. I was the first person to have like 2 or 3 different mounts.
Well,
on my
why
server.
would they sponsor you then?
Yeah,
That's
they already
true.
got their hooks in.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to tell you, man.
I spent over $2,000 on that.
Then
fucking
why
game,
would they
so-
sponsor you?
Well, because so I get my money back.
Okay.
Yeah, I get my fucking money back. So anyway, so this dude is getting so much hate for like basically, Tectone, are you trying to show him
Yeah, I'm just showing them what we're
the
getting
drama?
into.
Yeah.
those are some
So
good
like
thumbnails.
this dude
Yeah.
makes like a fucking video about him, and then apparently this wasn't enough. This Tony, his name's Tony.
Tony 2 Ghost.
Tony 2
Do you know
Ghost.
who Tony 2 is? No, no. He's like one of the godfathers of Gacha. He would like do like crazy huge like damage showcases in the Genshin Impact, and he was like very revered as being like one of the best players of all time. So that's what his channel's dedicated to.
Okay, I understand that. I had no idea. And so he does a video, and it's like he does a 5-minute video, and like this video, obviously, like the rest of his videos are getting like 80 views, and like this one pops off to like 1,000. And so guess what? There is part 2 of this video.
Yeah.
So it's like a 17-minute video, and it's part 2 where he just deep dives, and he's like watching clips of this guy that he's recorded onto his personal computer, and he's like playing them at like different audio files of like him saying that VTubers are because like people are VTubers because they don't want to put on makeup.
Yeah.
And then he like took this personally because he's a VTuber, and it's just like fucking it was so funny.
Dude, and the other thing,
Jesus.
man, all these VTubers, they sound the same. They
Yeah.
sound the same to me, brother. Like, what the hell is this shit? I will say, I think that point has merit. I think as a VTuber, you either sound like Vebe or you sound like Lily Pichu 4 years ago.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's a meme, of course. But
I don't know. Like, yeah, I guess I know the people that are like VTubers that I watch, and so like it's not really that much like that. But I guess maybe they have.
It's
different
all
voices. I don't
meme.
know.
It's all meme,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't even really think about it. And
There's, like,
anyways,
different types, I guess.
yeah, you have like there's the hot girl or the anime girl, and that's it.
Mm.
And like guys are basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, all the guys kind of talk the same.
yeah.
Well, me personally, I think that all VTubers are different, and I think they're all special in their
all
own
different
way.
and special.
Well,
in their
they
own
all
way.
and
are
if you-
different.
And if you shit talk VTubers, well, buddy, that's strike one.
Okay.
That was how the video went, by the way.
To be fair, that was actually strike 2.
yeah,
Yeah, that was strike 2. Yeah, this guy straight up was playing baseball with this other MMO creator. Actually, there was this one video that I had watched, and he showed like a screenshot of a video, and it was like a ASMR like good boy simulator
Oh
where
my
it was
God.
like this girl whispering into the microphone. She's like, "It's okay, honey. You had a bad dream. I'm never gonna leave you." And I was sitting there watching it on my stream, just like laughing my fucking ass off. And I didn't really know who this person was, but apparently everybody told me that she's actually a VTuber, and she had another account. Her name's Cinder.
Cinder.
Yeah, Cinder.
Mhm.
And fucking like her channel is actually doing really well. And it's
Yeah.
like, this is just something that she did on the side. And like, I was reading, like my favorite thing with like any of these is like, I watched this one video where, Jimmy, have you ever seen like the Genshin Impact videos where it's like one of the Genshin Impact characters, and it's like a VR type thing where they're like role-playing being in a relationship with you?
I can imagine it.
Yeah, you can.
The Hootao
Well, can you
shit.
imagine
I
the
have.
comments?
People comment on that. People out themselves.
Yeah, they do.
I watched this when I was going to sleep.
Yeah,
was
I mean,
scared
I
and
can
not
imagine
happy.
it being like, man, I was feeling lonely after a long day, and this really helped. But like,
Yeah.
does it get bad or what?
Man, they're down bad.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
And they
Sound
respond to it
really
like they're a
bad.
real human. Like, oh, I was really lonely until I watched this lovely video from you. I really appreciate that, sweetheart.
Yeah,
It's creepy, bro.
it's nuts. Like I love seeing stuff like that.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, like reading the comments, like going to a zoo.
Yep. But
You,
it was,
want to make sure to watch from the glass. You don't want to get in there.
but it
Yeah,
was
you don't want to
literally-
get in a ball pit.
it was Styx, and he's just making videos about like TOF isn't a bad spot because it is. because it legit is in a bad spot, okay? When people say, this dude was saying, you attacked the Tower Fantasy community, my chat was literally saying, bro, that ain't a community. That's like barely a neighborhood, bro. Nobody plays that fucking shit, dog. And he's literally just telling it how it is.
Yeah.
And then once again, these people who play gacha games are just so goddamn sensitive to everything.
Why do you think that is?
Okay. Well, there's a lot of reasons. Okay, number one.
Because I'm not a big gacha player. Like, I played a few, but like, I want to know why like the guard immediately goes up.
Okay.
When the criticism comes in.
Because they spent money on the game, sunk cost.
Yep, sunk cost. That's huge. Also,
my game can do no wrong kind of thing.
A lot of the gacha games, even by Hoyoverse, I'm not sure if you've seen the interview or not. If you have, you should definitely watch it on stream. The Hoyoverse CEO was interviewed, and he was literally shit talking his fan base, saying, "We designed these games for like sad, pathetic losers. Like these games are for." Have you seen that?
Oh my
yeah.
God.
We made these games for otakus.
Well, to be fair, he said, we were sad, pathetic losers, so we made the games for ourselves.
Our
and
people.
It turned out that other people were also sad, pathetic losers.
Yeah.
They just like us.
Yeah,
for real.
and it just kind of worked out.
Wow.
And it's a shame because gacha games are actually really good. They are very fun.
No, when I played a lot of Genshin, I loved exploring and like just taking on new bosses, and it's a beautiful game.
Yeah.
Only problem was I was hoping it was going to be like an MMO.
Yeah.
But it's not. But, you know, it's a great game.
You gonna play Protocol?
Is that the one that's not out yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to play that.
Yeah, I'm
But
excited.
these people get really offended over anything that can be considered negative or even constructive, because when you've spent that much time, when you spend that much money, anything that you say is like magma to them.
I could see that. I mean, that happens with, you know, all kinds of things. If you have a sports team that your life is dedicated to them. Anyone talks shit about your sports team, it is on. You know, it's the same kind of thing.
The Dallas Cowboys here.
Yeah, don't fuck my Cowboys, brother.
Yeah. We also had we have postcards. We want to sign the postcards
for the Patreon.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly why they decided to make Emeru kind of look like Makima.
That's
They
true.
gave her the same hairstyle.
That's what do you mean?
It goes hard though.
That's I was wearing that when I walked in today.
You don't think that looks like Makima at all?
Yeah, it's the same suit.
I mean, I think it kind of does.
I see
I mean, isn't this just a drawing of my? Hold on.
Yeah.
This is literally from our. Never mind. I don't know where my phone is. This is a drawing from our the panel that we all use for steak and eggs on our streams.
I mean, you're wearing a suit?
I was wearing a suit.
What the fuck?
What?
It was for my headshots.
What the hell? Really? I don't remember myself ever wearing a suit.
Yeah.
Or that I haven't worn that beanie in like 2 years.
I didn't have to. I just wanted to.
I'm just wondering because I haven't worn that beanie for a while. Why did it show up my bald ass head?
I feel like it's really good that you got out of your beanie arc once we became friends, because honestly, one of us would have had to change.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be me.
That was
can
a
only be
whole
one.
journey for me, man.
I bet.
Oh, shit. I didn't even know that. Wow. I have that on my stream. I just never even seen it.
Yeah.
But they put my ass in a suit though. Why am I in a suit?
Yeah. Well, they probably were like, no hoodie. We'll spruce him up a little. Oh yeah, Asmon's not wearing a hoodie. He's wearing the white shirt.
Yeah.
But I think this is based off our panel.
Oh my God.
Wait, am I dumb? I signed it on the back.
I signed on the front. I don't know what to do.
I think you're
Sign
supposed
it
to
on the
sign it on
front,
the
too.
front.
Really?
Double sign it.
Hey, I'll do both. And I'll sign it on. I don't want to
Yeah,
get
I
on
don't
the
know.
image. Oh, yeah.
This is actually a pretty nice one. Holy shit. I didn't
It
even.
is.
Yeah, this actually looks really good. Wow. We should probably, I might use this for something else.
And you get these if you subscribe to our Patreon?
That's right.
Oh, that's cool.
It's lit.
I love that.
Yeah, they're cute as fuck.
Oh my God.
You want to hold mine? That way, if somebody sees it, they'll know that you also touched that.
You know what? They
Yeah,
made
should
it
I kiss it or
accurate because I
something?
don't have any teeth.
Dude, speaking of signing the
Beautiful.
postcard, there's also a 5-star review that we got on Apple Podcasts.
What would it be?
It's from Steak and Eggs Fan. That's
Oh,
his
shit.
username.
Okay.
The title of the comment was "Feels Home 5-star, a cozy place where I can escape my engineering studies."
It's about right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very sweet. Jimmy, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
The episode's coming to a close, man, and I want to know if there's anything that you feel like you need to tell these people before we go.
To tell these people before we go.
Did you have fun? No.
You know, out of all the things that I could have been doing on a Monday afternoon,
Yeah.
I had a blast.
Okay.
The set is really cool. Y'all are really cool. It's always fun to kind of like re-explore my own journey, kind of do some introspection,
Talk
as
about
well
it.
as, you know, get people to know, you know, a little bit beyond just the Wednesday stuff or the you laugh, you lose stuff.
That made me happy because I learned a lot about you today. Like a fuck ton.
Yeah. No, it's always fun to do that, and also just to be able to talk and banter about, you know, current events and stuff. I mean, I barely keep up with stuff, so this kind of stuff is exciting. Like the most I keep up with current events is Twitter. So to be able to actually, you know,
if
some of
something
this stuff down
stupid
is
happens
fun.
on the internet, I know about it. Yeah, that's my job.
Yeah. Did you guys have any other questions for me?
I think I'm good, man. Like I'm totally good. We're gonna play PUBG again sometime. We should do that.
I've been kind of itching. Like I've always been ass at shooters, but there's something about PUBG that even if you spend a whole round gearing up and then you get sniped across the map, you're like,
oh, yeah.
I was just bad. I got to go again.
It is what it is. Yeah.
It's the greatest battle royale ever created.
It is really good.
I still play. It's so goddamn good.
Yeah. Maybe we should spend one of these nights instead of playing ARAMs, we should play PUBG.
Why the fuck don't we do that, actually?
I don't know. We need to.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Good idea.
We'll bring Asmon in.
Oh,
Not Emmy, though.
Oh, man.
Sweet. Well, then that's the episode.
PUBG's for the boys.
Yo.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. We really appreciate it. Thank you all, by the way, for everybody who supported on the Patreon with like all of the little things, the keychain, the postcard, everything else in between. Thank you all so much. We do appreciate it. And we will see you all in the next one. Peace.
Then you turn and you look at me. There's a little glimmer that I can see. A sparkle in your eyes. It makes me realize all we need is you and me. A light shines from your eyes. It brightens any cloudy day. And I find your light shines brighter when you turn and shine your light my way.
You know how they say like, oh, you can have like 200 friends and acquaintances?
Yep.
You can cut that. It was like 25% of that for me.
Oh, no, 100%.
Like I just can't. Like I can have like maybe like 6 to 8 friends at a time.
I totally get that.
I like sitting in my house by myself.
Yep.
And so that's how I've always done things. And I think that works pretty well. Like every once in a while, it's nice to go out and interact with people, but it's also nice to go home.
Yeah. I like interacting with people. I just don't have a lot of like close friends.
Yeah.
If I didn't have my cats, I would not be at my house.
Mm-hmm.
I love meeting people way too much.
Really?
Yeah, and every day I realize that more and more and more and more. Now, the problem is that I have an issue where a lot of people are not good at talking, like at all. And I have like this rule. Sometimes, you ever see, I think his name's Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat? He has this clip where like he reaches towards somebody's chest and then he grabs it and he pulls their fucking soul out of their body.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes it feels that way when I'm having conversation with certain people. So I have this rule where if I ask someone 3 questions in a row and they don't ask me a question back, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm done.